We are now joined by our head men's-women's track coach, Marcus Newsom.
We are off into our second week of training for the academic year. Very excited. Last year was a very exciting year, obviously, with us hosting nationals, national championships, and being able to come back home and have a meet of that magnitude at home in the state of Iowa. So, we felt that was pretty special. I know a lot of times coaches feel like when they're hosting a big event like that they end up losing something throughout the course of the year. A lot of times coaches talk about losing, a year of recruiting. I can honestly say we did not lose a year of recruiting. We had an outstanding recruiting year, and I think part of the reason why is because we were hosting the national championships, so more of our recruits really got a chance to see our program at the elite level, national level, and was here. It worked out perfectly. The state meet was the week before, and so we had actually a number of our student athletes that we were recruiting at that time come to a national championships, where I think made a significant impact on our recruiting class. So, looking at practice yesterday, very exciting about our young freshman group and very exciting about our returners. We were very young last year, and so with a sprinkle of seniors here and there, and so we're pretty excited about the addition of Nebraska Wesleyan. If you can kind of look at our cross-country championships and seeing kind of what the outcome of the cross championships, I felt from day one that the addition of Nebraska Wesleyan for track and field and cross country is going to be a significant impact for our conference as a whole, and we're excited about that. That just means that conference meet for us will really impact the national meet performances and qualifiers. With the addition of Nebraska Wesleyan. That's how much level of respect I have for their tradition there in cross-country track and field, as well as Ted Bulling, the head coach, who at one point in time was the president of USA Track and Field and being a Division III coach. So we're excited about their program. A lot of times you look at the Wisconsin Conference and Minnesota Conference, a lot of their national qualifying performances come out of their conference meet, and so that last chance meet a lot of times is just really kind of fine-tuning things. And so I really feel like the addition of Nebraska Wesleyan will put our conference meet at that level of caliber and will make a significant difference for us. So I'm pretty excited about that, the following week we could be focused on fine-tuning things and getting key athletes into the national meet, and not have a number of athletes or a number of performances that we're trying to get in. So,
what is your point of emphasis from now until your first indoor meet in January?
Our point of emphasis right now, I get a question a lot of times, do we compete in December? And we don't. One of the reasons it changes your training plan significantly if we're going to be competing in December like a lot of schools do. Obviously, your big schools, your Division I schools, they're all competing in December. Over my years of being here, I just have felt like it will completely change the course of our training. So our focus right now is really being patient with our training and really getting our student athletes stronger in the weight room so that we can be explosive, but also so that we can be durable. We have a long collegiate season, and our indoor collegiate season is longer than the high school outdoor season in the state of Iowa. And so now you're asking them to have a full indoor season and outdoor season and to be able to be durable to withstand that and that mileage and the high level of mileage that they have to transfer from high school to college. So we're just going to be patient with our training, not get ahead of ourselves. If you go back and reflect 2012, 13, and 14 when we won the outdoor national meet, kind of my motto as a coach was, I'm not focused on what anybody else is doing around the country. I just need to focus on what we need to do, and that's the kind of conversation that we had last Monday, a week ago, when we first started training. We're just going to focus on slowly developing our student athletes so we feel like that when they get to March, they're not tired and wore out, and they'll be excited about the outdoor championship season. And really, you should see great performances because most of them are used to performing well in an outdoor venue versus an indoor venue. So, bottom line is a 400 indoors is definitely different than a 400 outdoors. And so we really want to be patient and not get ahead of ourselves and not worry about fast times or big performances early on. But when we get to the end of February and at first week of March, we want to be clicking on all cylinders from a conference standpoint and a national standpoint.
For the first time in 20-some years, you have a new assistant on your staff in Ryan Chapman. What has he shown kind of through this cross-country season, and how do you think that success of those athletes will matriculate into your track season?
Again, me and Coach Chapman has, with his office, being next to mine, we've had a lot of conversations. He is so excited about being here and being a part of this tradition, that's that energy level that he has. I'm older, but I still have that energy. But it's exciting to have a younger coach who has that energy as well. And he's already come in, and one of the things I wanted to do was I challenged him. You got to with this tradition that we've had in cross country and our distance events. I said, I still want you to put your own mark on it, put your own stamp on it. And I think he's been able to do that with some of the changes that he's made from the strength and conditioning standpoint. He's been excited about that. Those kids have been excited about that. And obviously you see the way we performed, and he's excited about the recruiting part of it as well. So it's just his energy level is very high, and that's been fun. And to the point where, anybody know me or see me at a meeting, my energy level was pretty high. So, now you got two coaches that's pretty excited, and energy levels at the comparable level of one another. And so he's been a great addition. The kids love him. And again, he understands that what Coach Johnson had created here, he has a great opportunity not only to continue that, but take it to another level of what his expectation is, and also what my expectation is too. So we're excited with his addition. That's for sure.